I would define humanity as the constant desire for progress, although we fail a lot.
Humanity is what you learn from your family and from everyone else. It's about caring about others and about the world around you. It's about kindness and respect for others and everyone else. And
humanity is what we as human beings do here at home and around the world to make life better for others.
To me, humanity encompasses the many different characteristics, both good and bad, of both individuals and relationships between people.
My first reaction to that word is that humanity is the totality of all the human beings on the planet, that we make up humanity. But you could think of humanity also as when you think about what is our humanity. I think about it maybe as meaning what are those qualities that make us unique as animals, what sets us apart from other animals. And even that could be looked at maybe in a couple different ways. One being, just the fact that we use language, the fact that we create, we consciously create art and culture. So those are the kind of things that make us unique as humans. But you might also say there's kind of those good qualities, the things that we might call virtues, the things that make us good, empathy, the ability to feel what another person is feeling and to extend kindness and sympathy to another human and even to other creatures.
Humanity is the aspect of personal relationships, being loyal, and showing compassion towards one another.
In the Greek tragedy Antigone by Sophocles, Antigone shows loyalty and compassion towards her fallen brother Polynices. Creon ordered that nobody bury Polynices, but despite the consequences, Antigone attempts to properly bury her brother. The Ramayana by Valmiki also demonstrates the human aspects of love and loyalty. When Rama had been exiled, his brother Laxmana insisted to go with him. Laxmana's loyalty to Rama, despite his situation, is an admiring aspect of humanity.
In the Epic of Gilgamesh, the friendship displayed through Gilgamesh and Enkidu's relationship shows the importance of caring for one another. In the Panchatantra, a collection of animal fables by Vishnu Sharma, there is a verse that starts the first book of the collection. The forest lion and the bull were linked in friendship, growing, full. A jackal then estranged the friends for greedy and malicious ends. Although the characters are animals in the Panchatantra, they possess human-like behaviors. This verse shows the different views of human nature, which are love and selflessness.
This song talks about friendship, how friends lean on each other for hope and support.
You got a friend in me when the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed.
You just remember what your old past said, or you got a friend in me.
What if the world is just a big disappointment? Unless you take the things that you don't like about this world and you flip them upside down, and you can start that today.
That's me, and that's 3 people, and I'm going to help them. Then they do it for 3 other people, then they do it for 3 more. but it has to be something really big, something they can't do by themselves.
Lost your car?
That's a keen observation.
I can help you.
You're giving me a brand new Jaguar and you don't want anything?
Call it generosity between two strangers.
What did you tell my son to make him bring a homeless man into my house?
I've got a story, okay? Senior partner Channing and Moss is giving away new cars.
Just pay it forward. 3 big favors for 3 other people.
Hello. You can't just put 2 people together and make them like each other.
This is the one.
Pay it forward. Paying it forward. It's like this idea. Pay it forward. The movement, it's reached LA, Mrs. McKinney.
Come on, the movement?
So you'll like flunk us if we don't change the world.
But you might just squeak by with a C.
However, human nature can be viewed as selfish, cruel, and revolting because people can destroy each other.
There are qualities that we as human beings have that are not necessarily positive qualities, they're not necessarily virtuous qualities, and I don't know whether those would also fall under the category of humanity, but if you think of us as animals that have evolved, like along with all the other animals that have evolved on the planet, that you could say that there are certain aspects about our humanity that are not so positive, that are negative, like greed, envy, our ability to be cruel to other human beings and to other creatures and maybe even to the planet itself.
In the Greek epic, the Iliad by Homer, the poem centers around Achilles and the effects of his rage. The rage of Achilles makes himself an inhuman and conceited man. This shows that humanity also consists of the selfishness and savageness of man.
Here's a famous excerpt from the book of Genesis describing the human condition. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them.
In Kafka's Metamorphosis, a family prejudiciously turns their back on their son once they see he is transformed into a bug. This shows the narrow-minded aspect of humanity and how it is hard for people to understand change.
Mark Twain, the skeptical humorist and novelist, once said, I wonder if God created man because he was disappointed in the monkey. Mark Twain's essay, The Damned Human Race, states how Twain believed the human race is flawed and corrupt. Twain draws conclusions from his own observations. He writes that humans are cruel animals and gives many examples to back that idea. How humans kill just for the thrill and how other animals kill for survival. How humans will accumulate millions of dollars, more than they can ever use, and then cheat others to get more.
Also in the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, the dark and selfish side of humanity is shown as Victor unleashes a monster who causes many deaths.
This excerpt is from the book of Numbers. And the Bible also describes what may be the first genocide committed in the name of God. The Lord said to Moses, take vengeance on the Midianites for the Israelites. After that you will be gathered to your people. So Moses said to the people, arm some of your men and go to war against the Midianites, so that they may carry out the Lord's vengeance on them. They fought against the Midian, as the Lord commanded Moses, and killed every man. The Israelites captured the Midianite women and children and took all the Midianite herds, flocks, and goods as plunder. They burned all the towns where the Midianites had settled, as well as all their camps. Moses was angry with the officers of the army who returned from the battle. Have you allowed all the women to live, he asked them. Now kill all the boys. These literary descriptions of human behavior reveal the twisted nature of mankind.
In the novel 1984 by George Orwell, The way Julia and Winston are forced to turn on each other shows the aspect of humanity that only cares about themselves. Towards the end of the epic poem The Odyssey by Homer, Odysseus has finally arrived home from his long voyage and killed all the suitors living in his house. Although the act itself is cruelly violent, it prevented the threat of separating Odysseus' family. In humanity, human beings can act upon violent or unjust ways in order to find their means of happiness.
The song shows how Bruno Mars feels regretful for losing his girlfriend to another man because he mistreated her. This demonstrates his sympathy towards her.
My pride, my ego, my needs, and my selfish ways caused a good, strong woman like you to walk out my life. Now I'll never get to clean up the mess I made. Oh, and that haunts me every time I close